Hello everybody and welcome to the SBGameFun channel and to a new series. Well, not a new series, it's an older title. A new series for us, it's called Dishonored 2. We're following up with the last Dishonored series DLC from the Brigmore Witches. Dishonored. And now we completed that a few weeks ago. And now we are in starting up Dishonored 2. We also have, as you can see on screen here, Dishonored Death of the Outsider, which will be sometime down the road once we're done with this series. Alright, let me do a quick look through. My controls. I'm going to leave everything default and we'll just make adjustments as we go. I don't think I need to make any adjustments. I hope not. If it's similar to what it was originally, in the original Dishonored game, I'll be happy with. Now, I did make one change. This was default, 1920 by 1080. I switched it up to my monitor's maximum resolution. I did a borderless full screen. I have heard that there are some, it's better to just run full screen rather than borderless. And I left it borderless full screen, see what happens. Brightness, I'm going to leave it at there. Field of view, I'm going to leave it here and I'll adjust as necessary. Quality settings, I haven't changed. I'm going to leave it as it is here and we'll make adjustments as we go. Camera blur, well, we'll leave all these because I can tell you I'm probably going to turn off the motion blur. I just don't like motion blur. It's great in special effects and stuff like that, but not in video games, at least for me. See, a lot of these are default settings detected from my video card, so hopefully there won't be any issues. Let's take a look at the audio real quick. Master volume. I'm going to turn the music down. 30. Sound effects down to 50. Speech, I'll leave it about 80. Video volume. Subtitle, main dialogue. Just the main dialogue. Alright. Apply settings, yes. Gameplay. Auto use mana elixirs. I'll leave it default. Auto save in journal, yes. Kill cam, normal. Head bob. Gameplay, that's the HUD. Okay, I'm going to leave all the stuff as is. And we'll go from there. So, there's a tutorial here. So I'm going to take a look at it and see what it looks like. Do you want to start a tutorial? Yes. Dunwall, 1837 to 1852. As Emily Caldwin, ruler of the Empire of the Isles, you have numerous enemies. Your father is Lord Corvo Attano, infamous royal protector and spy master. In the years since you took the throne, Corvo has spent many hours training you in the arts of stealth and combat. So we have what appears to be 18 different combat and stealth. Fight and kill your enemies or adopt a stealthier approach and avoid them. Press any keys.
I remember training with my father in the years after the rat plague. Someday, he said, our enemies will come for you.
I remember this place. It wasn't so long ago when we had rats like these things all over the place. And they're still harvesting whales for their oils. Wow. That's a brutal thing. Listen to them sing and so on and so forth. Okay, where am I going?
The sounds and smells of Dunwall never change much. This is my city.
So why is she out here by the sewage area? Interesting place to start her off. Run.
What training regimen does Father have in store for me today?
All right, Majesty. Let's see what you can do.
Mobile training. Come on.
If I get going fast enough, I could slide beneath that. Never doubted I could make that.
You'll have to sprint, vault the obstacle, then slide under.
Alright, let's
With
go.
the right timing, I can vault over that.
Hurry!
Alright, good. What's next?
Okay, that's move in the water. Oh man, that was so fast. Have to climb.
If only I could spend every day running and jumping. Now let's see how quick my feet are.
Wow, that's a
Come to me.
seriously confident jump.
You've learned well. Let's see how quiet you are, young lady.
Alright. Press E to toggle stealth mode, crouching down and walking silently. Your visibility in stealth mode is greatly reduced. Stay behind cover and out of sight to avoid being detected. Enemies are slower to detect you in stealth mode, especially when you are further away from them. Avoid them or at the edge of their periphery vision. In shadow, though this matters more at a distance. Stealth mode enables you to take cover under desks or tables. To lure enemies away, distract them by throwing an object such as a bottle or setting an alarm on a clock. Alright.
I want you to sneak up on me, if you can. Move up quietly and apply a chokehold. If you're quick enough with it.
Ah! Awareness. Alright.
Chokehold. That's one more person who gets to wake up and...
Damn, made too much noise.
Use cover to stay out of sight. Crouch down and approach from behind. No, again.
Ah!
Without letting me see you.
I know.
Oops, got spotted.
Okay, so now I know I can come down this way and hide down here. Oh,
Stay out of my line of sight.
I know.
We've gotta be more careful here.
That's my girl. Let's see how quiet you are, young lady. Stay low and out of your enemy's line of sight.
Didn't see anything at all.
Given time, an enemy will notice you, even if you're at the edge of their peripheral vision.
In the words of Corvo Atano, hidden like a secret, quiet as the sunset.
The Culero cigars. Sophisticated. What does that say? Refined culeros. So we got a little
Remember,
bow.
A pistol will wake up everyone in the building. Your crossbow is quiet.
Turnbuckle.
Perfect shot. Time for some more weapons and combat training. Let's beat each other up, shall we? Yes. You hit home. That's my daughter. When someone swings a sword at you, block.
Control the block.
Good. Well done. Very good. You've got a natural instinct for fighting.
Still an
If you
awkward
time
spot.
your block right, you'll throw an enemy off balance. Block with your blade. You're quick. Smart move. Come on. That'd stop even the most black-hearted killer. You can choke an enemy out, even in combat.
Okay, I have to double press the controls. Block first
Go
and
for
hit.
the fatality. When someone swings a sword at you, block. While they're off balance, deliver a fatal blow. Come on. I feel better knowing you can take care of yourself. When trouble does finally come, you're ready to fight.
Alright, so the tutorial is done. We have mastered the keyboard. we could, man, I'm like horrible. Alright, let's do the campaign. Let's do it. New game. Yes, it's a new game. Campaign slot 1. Easy. This is tailored for players familiar with first person. Enjoy the scenery and narrative. Exploring means have limited perception, inflict less damage, and will give up the chase sooner. Elixirs have increased restorative value, and your health regenerates faster. Tailored for players familiar with first-person games. You know, I don't mind trying this, but I know I'm going to probably go back to easy. But let's do it. Let's do medium. No. A long day in Dunwall. Today marks the anniversary of the death of the Empress Jasmine Caldwell, assassinated 15 years ago. Visitors from across the Empire of the Isles have journeyed to Dunwall Tower for the occasion. Oh, look at that. I can slide attack. I think all of these are the stuff. Screen, I can adjust screen brightness. We'll do that.
Why do we celebrate the anniversary of an assassination? 15 years ago, in the middle of a plague that nearly destroyed Dunwall, a paid killer assaulted the palace where I was born and stabbed my mother in the heart. In the aftermath, the men who sent the assassin tried to use me as a pawn in a game of power. They would have succeeded, but my father, Corvo Atano, hunted them down and cut their conspiracy to pieces. All these years later, am I the ruler my mother wanted me to be? Now, we face a new crisis. A monster the papers are calling the Crown Killer has been picking off my enemies and dressing it up like my father and I are responsible. I don't know whether to get on a ship and sail to the opposite side of the world, or to have everyone around me executed.
Get down to it. Solve the mystery. Man, all her guards are unshaven, scrabbly-looking guys.
I'm not looking forward to all the ceremony today.
Your signet ring. There. You're ready.
Thank you, Alexei. Open the doors.
Everybody's got guns.
All hail Her Imperial Majesty, Emily Caldwell.
Loyal subjects, we're going through a difficult time, but today we honor my mother, the late Jessamine Caldwell. May her memory survive through the ages.
Emily.
You look tired, Father.
Every year, I think the anniversary of Jessamine's death will be easier, but it never is.
I wish Mother was still the Empress. I don't think I'm very good at this.
You're still learning. Don't worry about the rabble-rousers, and we'll catch the Crown Killer, eventually.
People are saying it's you. That these assassinations are a misguided effort to protect me.
No. Someone's trying to make us look guilty by targeting your enemies.
I wish I could just run away from all this.
Sometimes you do. You think I don't know about your nights out on the rooftops? Courage. The ceremony will be over soon.
Royal Protector and Father. I should have passed a law against that combination of titles years ago.
Fancy throne.
Your Majesty, before we begin the day's observances, we have an unexpected visitor, the Duke of Serkonos.
Ramsay says the Duke is bringing special gifts.
That's intriguing.
His Grace Luca Abel, Duke of Serkonos!
Mechanical soldiers? Amazing.
What is this, Ramsay? I didn't authorize those things.
Your Imperial Majesty and Royal Protector Corvo Atano, a native of our homeland. Serkonos offers condolences on this sorrowful day, and gifts to remind you of our nation, the rising star on the southern horizon.
We thank you, Your Grace.
Save your thanks. For now, I give you the greatest gift of all, family. I present the lost sister of Jessamine Caldwin, your rightful Empress, Delilah Caldwin.
Impossible.
My mother had a sister?
My dearest niece, hello.
It's not true.
My father was Emperor Euhorn Jacob Caldwin, and Jessamine was my younger sister. At the time of her death, I wasn't ready
Delilah,
to make
didn't we
myself
kill her?
known to you, and I was forced to leave Dunwall. But now I'm home.
If you really are my mother's sister, you're welcome to stay as long as you like.
Little sparrow, blackened by bad memories, I'm here to relieve you of your crown. My father's promise, whispered in secret so many years ago, is now fulfilled.
Watch your tongue. Emily Caldwin is the daughter of Empress Jessamine Caldwin.
Royal Protector. How naive to think you could get away with these murders. Living in my palace has protected you, but that's over. Hear me, all of you. Your rightful Empress has returned.
All hail the Empress Delilah, first of her name. Arrest Emily Caldwin and her father for the Crown Killer murder.
What?
I can't believe.
Your sword can't still my heart.
Play as Emily? Or play as legendary Royal Protector? Let's try something different. So let's do Emily. Play as Emily Caldwin, yes, because we've already done Corvo.
I will cast you in cold marble.
No!
Sweet girl, over time you'll come to love me. Perhaps someday you'll see me as the mother you lost. But until then, you'll be kept out of trouble.
I'll lock Lady Emily in her chambers, then I'll bring her to Cauldron Prison until her trial. My father lost it all when I was a boy, so now I wear this uniform, and I send 20-year-olds out to patrol the Rose Gardens instead of drinking with the men from the shooting club.
Captain Ramsey, I heard shouting. Lady Emily, what happened?
It'll be all Captain Mayhew.
Oh, that's messed up.
The Royal Protector's fancy weapon. What kind of sword folds in half?
That is messed up.
There's a legend in the Tower Guard about the Empress's last resort, a safe room inside your chambers holding enough gold to buy a good-sized island. They say that this ring is one of the only 2 keys to exist.
All right, so there you go. There you have it.
Alexei. The throne room. Father. Nothing I can do alone. I need to get out of here.
Okay. First and foremost, I want to make a comment. She has spent the last 15 years ruling the country with her father, and all these people, all these quote-unquote guards and her team of security, her team of all these people all of a sudden turned on her on a whim because some lady claims to be the sister of Jasmine Coldwin, which is it's a load of horse manure. I understand why.
Should I just spin it and pick a place to hide for a while?
Yeah.
I need time to think.
I mean, like I said, I understand the motive for doing it to drive the story, but it's a little, what is the word? Hollywood tropey? Oh, come on, really? All right, let's read. Our most esteemed Empress. A letter from the Tivian Trade Commission. As you know, freight from Sarkonos bound for Tivia is now routinely set upon by pirates, or spoiled with blood flies. In addition to the loss of the Tivian lives, be they crew, dock workers, or shopkeepers, there is a material cost of the cargo itself, which can barely be calculated. If things continue unchecked, we will be forced to cease trading with Sarkonos and perhaps to even embargo ships from the southernmost isles altogether. But this needs not come to pass. The Trade Commission is a reasonable body and has already considered remedies to ameliorate this. What is that? Ameliorate. I can't even pronounce that word. Ameliorate the situation. We seek the following: independent, qualified inspectors at all ports, patrols to defend against pirates and smugglers, compensation for the previous and future losses. It is this list of remedies that I wish to discuss with you in person at the earliest possible opportunities. So far, your staff have resisted our efforts to establish a definitive time for negotiation. Prompts them to action, Majesty, for we are eager to travel to Dunwall. Until we can sit down and discuss this in a civilized fashion, I send you our best. Demyan Shurigan, Principal Tivian Trade Commission. All right. Can we extinguish that? It's okay. I do need to make one adjustment. Options. Visuals. It's a little too dark for me. My old eyes, accept. Is that right? Am I 22? Accept. Back in. And, whoops, options. You know, I am going to make the executive decision to go back to easy, yes. Because I want story driven. I want to spend more time with the story. Ah, there, I can see in the dark now. I want to enjoy the set. Fruits. There, so I have replenished grandfather's clock.
I used to hide frogs in this old grandfather clock to drive the housekeepers mad. I thought life was complicated back then.
More reading. Letter from Advisor Helmswater. Empress. We face yet another murder, and I cannot remain silent on this matter. Strange, it is not that all the victims have openly opposed you? If not strange, then oh so very convenient. Is there anything you wish to tell me, Majesty? How can I be an advisor to you? Advisor, if you don't include me in these sensitive of endeavors. I feel I must be the only person in Dunwall who doesn't know the truth about the Crown Killer. Don't leave me out in the cold. I remain your trusted servant and advisor, Leonora Helmswater. Like I said, it's just weird that they all think her the murderer without evidence. Of course, why not? Ship launch protocol. Empress. After the Royal Protector shakedown cruise, we will launch the ISS Jasmine Coldwell just before the anniversary of your mother's passing. Pending your approval, of course. On the platform, we'll have a bottle of King Street brandy tied to a long tether that you will release to swing out against the hull. What you say during the ceremony is, of course, up to you. But here are some ideas intended to serve as food for thought. May a brisk wind hurry you to shores near, far, and fair. May you shelter your crew from the perils of the terrible ocean. May you always sail for Bristol, true of heart and homeward bound. Yours faithfully, Advisor Wainwright. Look, a newfangled typewriter. That's an interesting typewriter. Hey, can I get out of those windows?
How many times have I looked at that skyline? It feels like everything just changed.
Maybe I can get out this way. Nope. Alright, so let's go back in and try the fourth window. Oh my goodness.
Delilah is some sort of witch. How is this possible?
Yeah, I thought we killed her with
Lady Emily, you're all right. I was
Dowd.
worried. Where's the Royal Protector?
There's a coup underway. My father is... he's imprisoned, for lack of a better word.
You've got to get out of the tower. Through your safe room. There was a captain earlier today, down at the docks, looking for the Royal Protector. Find her. Get out of Dunwall.
Alexei, I'm sorry. Goodbye. I need my signet ring.
Oh. I need to get the signet ring in order to get behind that wall. So did all these people die fighting? or resisting. What is this? Audience request. Captain Mayhew, you don't know me, but you've got to tell the Royal Protector that I have urgent need of his time. I'm carrying a message that has to be delivered face to face. Tell him I'm working with Anton Sokolov, an old friend. All the boats are being sent away from the docks, but I'll delay as long as I can. Tell Lord Corvo to find me there. My ship is called the Dreadful Whale. Megan Foster.
These bastards are working with Ramsay and the Duke of Serkonos.
Tivian ale or whatever it is. I need dough. Can't loaf without dough. Can't make bread without.
Emily, I know times are hard. You're the ruler of 4 nations, and I won't pretend to understand the pressure you're under. Only you and your mother before you could know what that's like. Whoever's killing off your enemies is doing so for calculated effect, undermining us. I do know what it's like to be blamed for murders you didn't commit, but trust me, we'll find this crown killer, and they'll pay. Tomorrow is the anniversary of her death. A sad day for sure. But I want you to remember all that's happened over the last 15 years. You've held on to the throne, and you've done what you thought was right for the people of the Empire. You drained the flooded district, kept the gangs in check, and yesterday we launched a magnificent ship bearing Jessamine's name. You're becoming the sovereign your mother wanted you to be, and I'm proud of you.
Okay, I want to do a quick check on something. Restart mission. Quick save is okay. Alright, remember to do quick saves. Because if I don't know in me, I'll probably... Okay, can I go through this door? Anything? Maybe I should knock him out.
Let's get him down soon.
Oh, she is pretty strong to do that. That guy looked like a 200-pound dude. 200 plus pounds, man. Oh, they're still killing people or something. What is this? Royal Protector. Historical records of government positions and ranks. Addendum. Corvo Attano, accused of assassinating the Empress, he was sworn to protect. How unlikely he would not only overcome his shame, but then redeem himself as fully as to be named Royal Protector to yet another Empress. Those of us at the College of Histories were too fast to use pen against him. Yet, let us not blame historians, for the evidence against Atano was nearly overwhelming. First, he is the only royal protector ever to have been born in an isle other than Bristol. His foreignness is not itself a crime, but added to the suspicion, the most forgiving of which was that he lacked the capacity to fully understand his duties. Second, he was caught quite red-handed with the bloodied weapon, kneeling over the body of Empress Jasmine. Of course, it turns out that even this damning evidence was part of a clever plot to destroy the Empress and remove Atano from interfering with an ongoing plan of the Lord Regent's conspirators. And while I admit to publishing what we are now clearly incorrect conclusions regarding Corvo Atano, I will not, as some of my colleagues have done, resign my position at our veritable organization. But instead, I reassert myself in the endeavor of weeding out fact from fiction to produce the most salient histories possible. And who is this? The royal? It doesn't say who wrote it. Okay, what's in here? Okay, I thought there was somebody coming up, but... Oh, I came back into my own room. It's kind of goofish. Is there anything? Safe room that I can read? I need to get to the throne room, so to fight that guy, to get the ring, to come back up here. Man, they're killing all her servants, too. The way these guards talk, it does not sound like as if they're actual royal guards. But it sounds more like they've replaced them with thugs. So let's
What am I? Like a stocking without a leg, that's what. Worse than nothing.
Alright, he moved, but I don't know where he moved
Something
to.
feels wrong.
Something feels wrong. was close. Don't have any jars.
Oh, isn't it laundry day yet? Oh, it's gotta be soon. I can't stand my own stench.
Traitors.
So these are guards. But man, they talk like as if they're thugs. Are all her hookah. It's a hookah pipe.
This reminds me of good times with friends, with Wyman. All gone now.
Water pipe smokers. Oh, look at the silver. Okay, do a quick save. So there's a place for me to crouch down and hide. There's 3 guys in there. Looks like. Can I set the alarm? Oh, yes. Did that attract anybody? Okay, let me do a quick save. Let's take it over here.
With the throne room blocked off, we should have the time we need. Just stay here and stall anyone who comes by.
Whoa.
I'll be back when I've searched the royal chambers, assuming I don't accidentally lock myself in this damn safe room.
We'll cover for you if anyone from the Duke's party returns. It's exciting. Everything's changing.
Yes, the natural order is reasserting itself. The Ramseys once hosted the king and queen of Morley. Did you know that? I spent my childhood playing with the buttons,
Mortimer
oils,
Ramsey.
Cream of society.
And very soon you'll be back at the top, Captain.
La 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 la. Think you're smart? I'll find you. Yeah, he's been knocked out.
I left the body out there, didn't I?
Come on! Let's finish this!
Show yourself! You're as good as dead!
She got her ring back.
Leave my hand again.
Imperial Seal, the achievement. Now, I'm pretty sure if I had it on medium, I would have gotten caught. Mr. Ramsey? Have a good night's sleep. I wonder, can I get a bottle? Yes. Throw it. Okay, I gotta take a look at something. Kill Ramsey. Place Mortimer Ramsey. Place Mortimer Ramsey in the safe room. Now, what's the purpose? Taking a non-lethal approach will create less chaos, resulting in a more optimistic ending. Place Mortimer Ramsey in the safe room. Carry Mortimer Ramsey's unconscious body into the safe room. Mission clues. What is the mission clues? Oh, there's actually more stuff. Eliminate Mortimer Ramsey. Could be locked in the safe room, which contains rations and water. Secret passage in the royal chamber that leads to the streets, but you need ring. Okay, I got the ring. Alright. Let's make the mistake of I let that guy there. I should have carried him away.
Anton Sokolov made this lock.
Okay, what does that mean? Taking a lethal or non-lethal? Lock Mortimer Ramsey in the safe room. He's unconscious. Okay, let me go down here and take a look around. You know what? I don't like... Is my exit here? No, my exit is not here. I have to leave that other... Oh, I guess it is. Exit door. So I'm going to lock the door up top. I'm going to do a quick save. And I'm going to do a... Can I do a hard save? Yes. Right here. Lock it. Alright.
You've got what you wanted, Ramsey. The Imperial suite atop Dunwall Tower. Stay put until this is all set straight, Ramsey. Enjoy the rations and well water. sleeping next to a fortune.
Bone charms. Excerpts from the book of on sailing traditions and scrimshaw. Bone charms, a sailor's blessing, they say. The carving itself is a practice from long back, passed from salty dogs to young greenhorns still finding their sea legs. In old times, sailors cut into the tusks of ice seals and into arm-long fangs of bears that roamed the isles north of Tivia. Once the whaling trade began, the practitioners began engraving the bones of those great beasts, rendering charms that sing in the night and grant some small boon, increasing a lover's vigor or providing defense against pregnancy. Oh, that is interesting. All right, let's take a look at this. Newspaper. Crown killer strikes again. Dunwall citizens express shock and fear as yet another outspoken critic of Empress Emily Caldwin has met with a violent demise. The latest victim is none other than Ichabod Boyle, notable entrepreneur and supporter of the arts. Boyle recently wrote an opinion piece harshly criticizing the princess of what he called her slipshod style of governance and her willful neglect of duties. Authorities are convinced that the crown killer is the culprit, given the gruesome details left at the crime scene. As Her Majesty's most outspoken adversaries fall one by one to this notorious assassin, we boldly ask, is it now the duty of the royal protector to murder all who dare criticize the throne? See, that's an accusation. I mean,
the crown killer must be connected to all this, with the Duke and Delilah.
Think about it. I mean, in any... Okay, you can debate that issue, but in any civil society, when you blame somebody for a crime, you have to have evidence of that crime. And to call him the so-called... Look at the statement right there, at the very last... We boldly ask, is it now the duty of the royal protector to murder all who dare to criticize the throne? I mean, they're saying that Corvo is the crown killer, the murderer. I mean, I don't know what kind of evidence. I mean, if it's circumstantial or whatnot, but it's a kind of blatant, you know? Oh.
I have a feeling I'll need these.
Yep, that's nice. Her glasses. Press Z to use. Oh, she doesn't have the fancy mask like Corvo does. Okay, let's inspect the first room. Oh, there's nothing here. Sleeping quarters. Nothing. Nothing. Royal Reed. Letter from Wyman. Emily, I didn't want to wake you this morning, but you'll forgive me since we must have said goodbye 100 times yesterday night. And the only chance I get to see you with your hair all whichever way is whichever way is while you're asleep. As soon as the sun rises, you'll put on your Empress face. It makes me happy that I know your real face, the one that laughs at our silly rhymes. I don't want to go back to Morley, but I'm needed here. It'll be 4 months before we see each other again. I'll miss you, and yes, I'll bring you some white leaf tobacco for your hookah. Lord Corvo, if you're reading this letter as per your royal protector functions, now that I am joking and perfectly aware that the white leaf tobacco is forbidden in Bristol, take care, my darling Emily. Don't go falling from a rooftop. I love you, Wyman. So Wyman, her courting, the person who's courting her. Oh, she can still eat. Anything here? Alarm? Corvo Atano, Royal Protector in Our Times, Part 1. Corvo Atano, the Royal Protector in Our Times, Part 1. His parents were older at the time of his birth, and his father died in a lumber accident outside the city when Corvo was still young. Around that time, his only sibling, a firstborn sister, moved away to Morley, and the family subsequently lost all contact with her. Only 16, Corvo dazzled the people of Karnaca when he entered and won the annual Blade Verbena. The spectators from all over Serkonos were thrilled to see someone so young and striking, from a working-class family, advance through the duel after duel, eventually taking the prize. This unexpected outcome secured Corvo a junior officer ranking at the Grand Sarkonan Guard. As a soldier, he was involved in a number of conflicts against organized criminal groups, rogue city-states within Serkonos, and pirate bands along the chain of islands radiating east from Serkonos. Sent from his homeland at the age of 18 by the Duke of Serkonos, then Theodonis Abel, father of Luca Abel, Corvo was assigned to serve the emperor in Dunwall as a diplomatic gift. His Serkonan heritage made him a bit of an outsider in Dunwall, but the capital city must have seemed exotic and full of old-world mystery. A few months after he moved to Dunwall, it is recorded that Corvo received word that his mother had passed away several weeks after his departure from Karnaca. Ah, nice and warm. So I can eat, but I can't save it. There's more food. Oh, look, more books. Corvo Attano, the Royal Protector in Our Times, Part 2. In an act of rebellion, young Jasmine Colwell chose Corvo as her Royal Protector when Corvo was 19 and she was 12. He served her loyally as a bodyguard, courier, and some say spy, before and after she was crowned Empress. Though it was scandalous gossip at the time, it is said that they began a love affair around 1823 when Jasmine was 18 and Corvo 25. The next chapter of Attano's life is like something out of a legend. During the time of the Rat Plague, when the Empress fell, Corvo was accused of regicide and sentenced to execution. He was thrown into Coleridge prison and publicly reviled. He escaped, and as part of a small conspiracy dedicated to throwing down the tyrannical Lord Regent, Corvo struck back at the people who killed the Empress and who wronged him. As the Lord Regent fell, the loyalist conspiracy turned on Corvo, poisoning him. Surviving through some inner resilience, he located the true assassin of the Empress and fought his way out of the flooded district. Corvo eventually cornered the last of the loyalists in King Sparrow Island at the Burrows Lighthouse and rescued Emily Caldwin, heir to the throne. The romantic involvement between Corvo and Attano, between Corvo and Attano, Corvo Attano and the Empress Jasmine Colwell was a terribly kept court secret, and thus it is widely held that Emily Caldwin is their daughter. Following the interregnum, Corvo watched over Emily as she began to rule the empire of the Isles. All right. A lot of backstories here. So now we kind of get an idea of what... Wow, that's just a... In the light, it's a very sinister looking statue. Wow. Emily saw some dark things. Is that a picture she drew for Corvo? I remember that. I think I remember that. Look at the wells. She must have been learning from Mr. Sokolov there. Oh, a safe. Excellent. No.
The reserves won't help against Delilah.
Oh
Even if I
my
had a way
gosh.
to carry it all out of here.
I can't melt it even? Oh, man. Nothing I can take?
I'll need this.
Holy cow, she's leaving a lot of stuff behind. But she's locking that dude inside here. All that gold is useless to him. He can't use it. But if he can get out... All the best to him. Is there anything else? I hope I didn't miss anything, because this is a one-way trip out. Whoops. Shouldn't have done that, right? Oh, I didn't wake that guy up. Thank goodness. Oh well. All right, I guess I'm done. Stay in the tower. Now I'm going to the Dunwall streets. A long day in Dunwall. Delilah and Duke Luca Abel have taken the tower. Dunwall is no longer a safe place for you. Escape the city by meeting with a boat captain down at the docks. Alright, let's head down to the docks then.
Until I understand this, I have to go into hiding. I should make my way to the docks.
Oh, she only has a gun? No arrows? I don't want to shoot. That just makes way too much noise. Take. Oh, that's something I can take. Past history. Wow, somebody was here. Bash the place up. A whiskey tumbler. I'll take the dough. Oh, this is like a chamber pot. In the olden days, man. Literally a chamber pot. Yes. It's kind of disgusting. Look through the peephole. Okay, looks like I'm on a balcony. Do a quick save.
I've got to get out of Dunwall.
Escape the tower. Which I've done. And now our task is reach the streets.
I've got to get away. I should talk to the captain of that ship.
Jade, read the journal. Missing items. Mission items. Okay, I got that. Reach the ship. Megan Foster's ship is just off the docks and represents your best hope for escape. Alright. Laura and Matt, what is this? Oh, these are all the ones that we picked up, right? Yeah. Oh, audiographs. We got one audiograph. And these are lore. Yes, we read all of those. And that is the... what is this? A long day in Dunwall. We're starting a new year. Maybe 1852 will be less boring than 1851. I can't wait for Wyman to get back to Dunwall. We'll go to the abandoned mansion I discovered the other night at the edge of Rudshore. Maybe I'll have time to turn it into a scary haunted house beforehand, using sheets and hiding all old audiograph upstairs. Wyman would love that. We'll get spooked and hold hands, screaming and laughing. Come on, Emily. You promised to be more serious and to listen at court, and you're already planning your next escape. Let's start this diary again. Proposal for a new decree on whale oil rationing and distribution. The anniversary, the time of the year again, the anniversary of my mother's death. There's no real time for reflections, though. It's all security protocols, menus, guest list, and it's impossible to slip out at night. I feel like a caged bird. They've already got me memorizing this year's speech. It's endless. Would it be so terrible if I just said that what I remembered about her? That wink she gave me, even as she was scolding me after I was caught climbing the statue of my grandfather, the sound of her footsteps as she paced at night, the time we shared a cabin on a boat trip to Driscoll, or the time she agreed to let Corvo teach me to fish, but then had to pull a hook from my arms. Now that would be a speech. All right. Wow, this slightly different new backgrounds. Very grungy and dirty and old and decrepit looking. So you can see the whaling ships out there. Are these the... no, this can't be the ships I'm trying to get to. But for the sake of what I need to do, I need to get down here. Can't go up again, can I? Oh yeah, I can. Whoa, don't fall. Oh my goodness.
What do I have to do to help my father? What do I have to become?
That's a good question. Don't want to go that way. I guess this is the way down. So what is this way? Another option? Oh! Don't get too close to the... okay, I'm not gonna get too close. I just lost 1/10 of my health there. So that was not the way to go. Barbed wire is no good. Okay.
The city is crawling with the Duke's men.
Listen up, I have bad news. Ramses...
Oh my goodness. Oh lordy. Right button, no good.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Oh jeez, now I alerted them.
Guard, right, boys?
Right button. Don't push the right button. Don't push the right button. Oh, I wanted to hear that conversation. Okay, hold on. I want to reload because I want to hear that conversation. Load. Load, autosave. Was that just now? Okay, yeah, let's go with that one. Okay, I had no intention of firing that gun. I keep forgetting that I can't zoom with the right button because I have my gun on my hand.
Somehow Delilah turned my father to stone. I will find a way to undo it.
Oh. Well, I can go down this way too. Alright, let's go down this way. Do a quick save, because I don't... Execute assassination or non-lethal takedowns when dropping onto enemies. J to read the tutorial. J. Is there a tutorial here that I can read? Let's save. And let's jump down. Oh!
You're not fit for the watch uniform.
I'm gonna throw you over here. So I could jump down and do a takedown. A lethal takedown. I saw on there that I could do a non-lethal as well, but I didn't react to the non-lethal part. I went straight to the lethal. So there's probably a way to do a non-lethal. Okay, I just need to reach the boat now. Alright, folks. I think I'm going to leave it right here for this episode. We can pick up on the next episode by getting getting Emily to the boat on the next episode. Thank you for joining me again on this episode. If you like my kind of goofy content, don't forget to click on that subscribe and click on that bell to get notified. And if you click on the like button, that'd be cool too. But enough of that. Again, click on that subscribe and bell, and I hope to see you on the next episode. Until then, have a good one.